Hey guys, Frosted back here with another reading from my book, The Thoughts of a Growing Poet. So before we get into this, you guys are probably wondering where I've been for a while, and I'm pretty sure some of you guys are accustomed to it. I'm always just dropping something, then disappearing for a while, then coming back. But this time, it wasn't because of work. It was actually basically so a part of it because of work. My work is very tiresome. Sometimes I have to leave these feeding of my books or my music and stuff for months before getting back into it. So as I said multiple times, it sucks when you have a career like this you want to deal with plus you're working. But the main reason was because of my website, uh that first one two three four blogspot.com. So apparently like Instagram and Facebook and some other places, they aren't accepting my website anymore because of the war between Russia and Ukraine that's been going on for a long while now. But you see, my poems on the site or in my book is of war and death, and I guess that's what affected it. Within my website name literally has death inside of it, so I kind of understand what happened, even though my website and my poems were way there before the war started. But I'm guessing to keep everyone psychologically safe, they asked that I removed it, and it was a real hassle. It took me like a whole month dealing with certain editing and stuff. But I'm back again to drop another reading over from my book. I'm gonna do another reading from my website as soon as I'm finished here. And along the same line, someone told me the other day that I read one poem twice. You see, I'm not reading a poem twice. I read poems from my book and from my website. Now, my book has 40 poems inside. My website has an infinite amount of poems and anime battles. Some poems on my website, like in the country, would be on my website and in my book. So I'm gonna read from both places as these videos are just from my book, then they're videos just on my website. That's the only two things I make videos from. So that's probably the reason you guys saw me read a poem twice. But let's get into it, shall we? One, two, three. Manners I don't have. I'm sure I read this one already from the book. Let's see. Nope, I did not. So, as I said, this one is on my website. I probably read it on my website. Now, here it goes. Manners I don't have. Sometimes I forget to say thank you, and I won't remember to say please. While being wrong doesn't mean I'm sorry, I'd rather push than say excuse me. But don't think that I have no manners. You see, it's just so difficult to say and do, something I'm not very comfortable with. Well, yes, I could ask for forgiveness, but I won't even be able to say P, and please forgive me. Therefore, I won't, for I don't want to hurt my tummy. Fine, yes, I'll admit I was wrong. It's a sentence I would never say, for to pronounce each word will take an hour long. So, yes, it was surely seen, as if manners I really don't have. But I'm not being wicked or mean. I just have a hard time doing the right thing. So I ask that you take this poem as a simple form of saying, I have, and I'm sorry for what I've done in the past. Now don't mind as I faint. A manners I don't have. A poem I wrote probably last year from seeing kids bullying each other. Yes, literally. That's where I got the idea for. But there's sometimes you're gonna see someone be mean to you, but in the reality they actually kind of like you, or they just don't know how to be friendly, I guess. That's the word I'm looking for. But anyway, so tune in every day to see me read a poem from my book. Well, not every day, probably like once a week. Or you guys can check my website, the first one two three four blogs.com, to see other poems. Now my book is available on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, Apple, and other platforms. You guys can check it. Purchase it and read the book for yourself, or check my videos every other week for updates. See you guys soon.